We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Davy Garcia is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Now here's the pitch. Cavan Biggio is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Game time temperature tonight a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Hard hit at third. He's right there. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the Show. Trent Thornton gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
DJ LeMahieu is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gurriel will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pulled toward right center field. And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk. In there, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the 2nd inning.
Hey, Christmas come early for the batter right there. Down 0-2, and he gets a cookie, middle cut. The pitcher's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Luke Voigt. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Thornton offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others. But the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. And this one's in the dirt. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
From the belt, the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Kyle Higashioka, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. 3 runs already home here. Fouled off. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Grichuk has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We've played 2 full. The Yankees lead it 3-0. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Number 44.
First offering on its way. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Travis Shaw comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still down 3-0. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up.
LeMahieu.
Biggio's there to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's big Aaron Judge. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Aaron Hicks is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Giving chase is Hernandez. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Cavan Biggio, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Bo Bichette is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Fouled away. Bichette, base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Rendell Grichuk is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. High and deep to right center. Judge is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. They trail in this one 3-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Luke Voit. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2 balls and a strike now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The batter, number 29.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. One hit. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Strike taken up in the zone.
0-1's the count.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Rowdy Tellez stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate, Danny Jansen. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below to even bounce.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead this one 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Brett Gardner. This is pulled into right, and it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first down.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and up to bat next it'll be the catcher Kyle Higashioka. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
That's a ball. Too high. Ball.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded down the third baseline. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit in the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass. Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So runners at the corners with two gone, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Has a look, now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder looking up, gone into Monument Park. So a three-run blast to deep center here, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the fifth after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Sean Reed Foley, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 54. Now batting, first baseman, Luke.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. So striding in, Bo Bichette. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And it's fouled away. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. swing and a miss. It's 0-2. One out, nobody on. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Jays answer right back with this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Yankees 6, the Blue Jays 2. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And it's 1-2. Reed Foley, originally from the island nation of Guam. He's a second-year big leaguer. And the fastball is low and inside as he's got to back up to avoid that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager.
A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. And the lead is now 7-2. Will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Yankees 7, the Blue Jays 2. 7th inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the outfielder Lourdes Gurriel, and that's by him. It's 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The next 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 1-0 the count. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Last half of the 7th here, and up to bat next it'll be the catcher Kyle Higashioka.
The catcher.
Grounded to 3rd. Shaw gloves it. Throw on to 1st in time, 1 away.
Now back.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and now the 2nd pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield.
The right fielder,
digging in once
99.
again, Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. They're on top 7-2. Stepping in, Danny Jansen. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Jonathan Loizaga has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. No balls and 1 strike. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Judge is there, 2 down. Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lifted down the line in left. After it is Gardner. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Now batting, Aaron Hicks. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. At the plate, Luke Voigt. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Turned on down the line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gurriel is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Into the box now, Gleyber Torres. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Hernandez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on top 7-2. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Fouled off. And he misses 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
The center fielder,
Luis Cessa answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
number 85.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Rendell Grichuk is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2. Here's the first pitch to him. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes 1, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Judge is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Davy Garcia pitches well enough to get the W. Trent Thornton permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, they left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.